All right. So before you took the commercial break, I was asking Tommy about a very, very crucial moment that a lot of people know about.
Which I'm sure he's so sick of talking about.
He's probably very proud.
Never really talked about it too much. A couple of people ask me here and there. I always sit out.
Well, let me set the table. So basically, it was 86 or 87, Tommy. Do you remember?
I'm not sure. Probably the end of 86. It was warm out. It was warm out.
So it might have been summer 86.
Yeah, I think so. This one, because all the Combat Corps things were going on,
right?
Right,
because the Crumbsuckers album was out.
Right? Yeah, this came out, right?
So
they were playing. They were the band playing.
They're becoming like the big band in New York. Like
they were about crossover there. I mean, they put on great performance. They were talented musicians. They had great songs.
Yep.
A lot of energy, and they were one of my favorites.
Yeah, I love that band. And then so basically what happens is, like, I think Scott Ian and Billy Milano bring Kirk Hammett from Metallica to see the Crumbsuckers. Yeah. And they're like, here's this band. Like, this band is happening in New York. Like, great combination of, hardcore and metal and musicianship and the whole thing. And so now bear in mind, I'm standing next to you. Like, I'm on the side of the stage with you. And they're just playing, right? And we're just there and we're watching the Crumbsuckers. And we have no idea Kirk's showing up or doing any of that. And so Kirk gets on stage and he's going to find his way through a guitar solo, like, while they're playing, right? He doesn't really know their music. So he gets up there and you had an issue in your head about Kirk sort of being there at that moment. So
I'll fill in. I'll let you finish and then I'll tell you my version of it.
Yeah. Go ahead. No, that's sort of what I got. I know what I saw, but
maybe so. Maybe, coming there and trying to, I definitely had a way of that, like that distance and the metal things and not being able to get no mores, and even with the IDs, only for the music, there was a distance. It seemed like they were here and you were there. That's why I always liked hardcore and everybody's there. So getting into that, that's why I was there in the first place. I'd seen them outside with 2'6". I don't know how big they were because I was only 15, 16, about 140 pounds. And these guys were gigantic. They cleared the way. He walked in the middle of them. It just, the vibe, I just had a bug up my ass. What did Billy Milano call me? A confused dickhead, right? I still am. I'm still working on that, But so I had a bug up my ass, I'm a fucking arrogant jerk off as a fucking kid, But sorry, I'm cursing, but so when I got up there, he came in and all that, part in the seat for this guy and everything else. So the mic fell down and like an ass, I was like, get this rock star off the stage, right? So and what he did, I didn't even know he heard it. He stuck the guitar into my chest and he made a motion spitting at me, which no spit came out, but he was like that. So I spit back and then he spit back and then I just spit back again, and then the two bouncers just dragged me out of there. And somebody was like, "You bit off more than you chew." Maybe I did, but those guys were pretty big. I mean, it's just, but it just it was just we all do. Brandon Rafferty's still jerk. I like SFA when Mike bullshit sang. Always attacks him breaking his chops, but so that happened, and I kind of regretted it. It was kind of the wrong thing to do and stuff, and looking back at it and stuff. I don't think Scott Ian was really that mad at me. Billy made a big deal over it.
Billy was pissed, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, because Billy was always like, even when he wanted to sing for Mayhem, you remember that when he had that, let's work on your drum and stuff, and he was, I didn't really realize at the time, like, you have an opportunity here. You connected to good people. You're a young guy. You could really do something with yourself. I think what his mindset was. And that was kind of blowing it, by doing that, putting people down. Metallica's been around. They put the work in. They took, it's like, for me to say that, a little out of line, but I was a kid, and I didn't really feel it happens. And, was it made a bigger deal, than it was? Maybe so, I always kind of regretted it. I'm sorry it happened. But,
it's youth.
Because everything's FU. Everything's FU. Everything's this. So if I see something like that, I just was like, it wasn't him personally. It's just like the whole, I don't know. When you're young, you don't really have a job. You don't have any money. So when you see people successful and you get an impression they're selling out or whatever, but that's the natural progression of things, developing whatever. So you're like, it's still easy for you to say. You still live with your parents. So, I'm a teenage communist, whatever. I don't know. But, there's no overhead on you. There's no, it's not a career for you. It's just something you have fun with. So, it's different places in life, and just
Sure.